Sorry for inconvenience. I lost my connection. I think problem with the link. Okay, just a minute. I will.
So we'll start the class. I think last class, my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So last class is about of standing trees. So today we will start with discussing with in form how to calculate form factor. Okay, because the form factor is another factor. It is required for calculation of volume in trees. So before going to that, we'll discuss some aspects on how to measure volume of logs or fuelwood or standing trees. Okay, mainly by four method will estimate the volume of mainly standing trees. 1 minute. So here there are four method, different method for estimation of standing trees. So one is auricular estimation. Mainly by auricular estimation means by visual experience or estimation. Okay, it is mainly done by the experience and knowledge. Mainly by the some of the forest people, like some of forest people means mainly who are mainly involved in these mensuration activities and other. Okay, and here in auricular estimation, the results varies with different workers for the same tree, because ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾಡೋ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ the trees also vary, the measurement from one people to another people, the way of estimation of these volume, it differ from one man to another man. Okay, and the next one is partially auricular or partially by measurement. And here the diameter and height of some trees are measured initially. Then the estimator determines the volume of remaining trees by comparison with the the partially measured by using some instruments. Okay, instruments using that volume is compared with other auricular estimation trees. Okay, then next one is direct measurement. Here in direct measurement, what they will do means the diameter and the height are measured manually by please mute your mics. So the in direct method measurement, the volume is determined from the diameter and height is measured, and this the diameter is measured at different heights manually by using tape, or it may be on single poles. I expect in indirect methods of estimation of tree height. Okay, and also another important method is indirect measurement, that is measurement of the volume by using instruments like what I told, like using instruments like estimation of diameter, like calipers, then tape, other instruments, then during height measurement using of these ipsometers. Okay, this is the frequent method and easy method to estimate the volume of standing trees and logs and not logs. standing trees. Please don't disturb in between. If you're not interested, please you can leave the class, no problem. So next we'll move on to how to calculate the volume of standing trees. Basically this volume of trees will calculate by using a formula called is the basal area into height. Okay, basal area means it is a area of cross section of the stem at dbh, or you can use say circumference. It is outermost perimeter of the tree. Okay, and height basically will use altimeters and other instruments will measure this height in standing trees. And coming to the basal area, mainly this basal area you calculate by using the formula called pi d square divided by 4, or we can use when the girth is available, you will use g square by 4 pi. These two formulas are used for calculation of basal area. And in this formula, the d is the diameter of the tree at cross section, and basically the g is the girth of the tree at cross section. So and after that, the volume is calculated by using the formula pi d square by divided by 4 into height, or by using the girth formula. It is also called as water girth formula, that is g square divided by 4 into height. Okay, then finally the volume of the tree is measured by using the formula basal area into height, another factor, that is form factor. Okay, today we are going to discuss about the form another factor that is important, another factor, just to these form factor will reduce tree form factor. Basically we will these form factor, there are different types. One is a tree form factor, then stem form factor, then a stem timber tree form factor. Different is there, but in measurement of these volume measurement of standing trees, we'll use tree stem form factor. Okay, basically the form is a rate of taper of a log or the stem. Okay, taper means it is a decrease in the diameter of the stem or tree, stem or the tree, or it may be the log from the base to upwards. In general, it is a decrease in height towards upwards. Okay, and the taper also varies with species and also age and site of the site, then also cropping density, but also in different parts of same tree. Okay, it is varies from tree to tree, from different parts. Okay, then the basal portion of the tree, mainly it corresponds to divided into different parts like neeloid, then paraboloid, and cone. Okay, you can see in image is first one in the base portion is called as stump, and it is also called as cylinder. Then second one is neeloid. Then third one is paraboloid, and the upper portion of the tree, it is called as cone. So we'll move on to how to calculate this form factor and another term, form coefficient. So it is called as form rations. Okay, the form factor is a summary of overall stem shape, and it is also defined as the ratio of its volume to the volume of specified geometric solid of similar basal diameter and height. And these most commonly, these form factors are form factors of trees is based on cylinder. Okay, then the form factor is given by, it is a volume of stem divided by, it is r. You can also say this is actual volume of stem or tree divided by actual volume of cylinder. Okay, then Next, we'll move on to different classification of these form factor. Okay, depending upon height of measurement of basal area, these form factors are dividing into three different types. One is artificial form factor, then absolute form factor, and normal form factor. We'll discuss one by one what is artificial and absolute and normal form factor. So the first one is artificial form factor, or it is also called as breast height form factor, and it is the most common the form factor used in calculation of a tree volume. Okay, and this artificial form factor is a standard geometrical shape for the form factor. It is a cylinder. Then the height of cylinder is same as the height of stem. So this is a cross sectional sectional area of cylinder is equal to the sectional area of the stem at basal area. By this is the formula for calculating artificial form factor or breast height form factor. That is form factor is equal to volume of the tree divided by basal area at dBH and height of the tree or height of the stem. Okay, we'll use this formula for calculation of form factor. And this is the artificial form factor is the most common one used in calculation of tree volume in standing trees and also different like leading trees and others. So next, these two are not the much important as compared to that artificial form factor. Okay, these absolute form factor and normal form factor will not use it in a calculation of tree volume. Only the artificial form factor will use. So next, we'll move on to some uses of these form factor. Mainly, these form factor used to estimate the volume of standing trees and also to study the law of growth. Law of growth means the increment means mainly the trees will grow from year to year, then different season to season. Then the growth varies from different conditions. Okay, mainly these form factor used to study the laws of growth and particularly to the stem forms of the tree. Then also the form factor will use to estimate the volume of standing trees. That is the form factor compiled in tabular form to give the average form factor of different dimensions at diameter and breast height and also different height classes. So the table used to estimate the volume by measuring dBH and height, and also the table prepared from measuring large number of trees. So the application to individual trees are not satisfactory. However, used to estimate volume of group trees. Okay, in by very important here, calculating a form factor will not calculate for the form factor for the single trees. Okay, will estimate the form factor for like around 10 to 20 species at a time. Then we will measure the volume. Volume also will not calculate for the single trees in forest stand or it may be in plantations. Okay, we'll randomly will measure height and like what diameter. Then we'll estimate this volume for whole stand or whole plantation. Okay. And coming to the another term, that is form coefficient, that is the ratio of diameter at two different places, like on the same tree. Okay, generally these form coefficient calculated for some point above the breast height to the dBH. Okay, so the absolute here in form coefficient, the absolute form coefficient is most common one will use it to calculate this form coefficient in diameter at breast height. So the absolute form coefficient means mainly this group into form classes. Mainly it is calculated by measuring the diameter at height halfway between BH and total tree height. Okay, Then the formula is the absolute form for absolute form coefficient, that is the diameter at halfway. You can see here in image. This is the measurement of diameter at halfway of above the above the breast height. Okay, the commonly it is written as d5 divided by d0, and it is expressed as a decimal. Like example, 0.70. Always this form factor will expressed in decimals. Like this form factor varies from 0 to 1. Okay, it is not exceeds more than 1. Always it is between 0 to 1. So we'll move on to this is about calculation of form factor, and then uses and different advantages of and also different types of form factor. Okay, we'll move on to how to calculate the volume of logs and fuel wood. Okay, before going to that, we should know some terminologies like basal area. I think I already explained what is mean by basal area. Then another one term is called as billet. Billet means it is a piece of round wood about 1 meter in length, usually cut mainly for the use of pulp and firewood. Okay, then another term is cull. It is the portion of the tree stem or log which may be which is unmerchantable. Unmerchantable is it is not saleable. Okay, it is not useful for timber. So another terminology is log. Okay, log means the stem of a tree, or it is a length of stem, or it may be branch after felling or trimming. It is called as log. So we'll discuss different formulas are used in calculation of this volume of logs in different conditions, like we discussed in form factor. Okay, different like Nealoid and paraboloid and cone. And okay, in logs also we'll use different these formulas based on that form. We'll use mainly the four formulas. So first one is the Newton's formula, mainly to use the calculation of the log in mainly in Nealoid shape. Okay, this is the formula called S1 plus 4sm plus S2 divided by 6 into length. Okay, here the V represents volume of the logs, and S1 is cross sectional area at the thick end. Okay, I think this I explained in while to what is thick end and middle and the thin end. I explained in calculation of diameter itself. So and SM is the cross sectional area at middle, and S2 is at cross sectional area at R. It may be the diameter at thin end, and length is L is the length or height of the solid, or height of the log or length of the log. Okay, we'll use this formula for the logs that is in Nealoid shape. Okay, and it is the best and accurate method for volume calculation of logs, and it gives particularly to the volume of frustum of Nealoid as well as other sections also. Sometimes this formula will be used for calculating other type other sections. So it is only used to calculate the error in volume calculated by the other formula. Then it is very difficult to apply, particularly when the logs are stocked. Okay, we can use this formula for calculation of single log. We cannot use the this formula for when logs are stems are when stocked. Okay, then another the formula called Smilin's formula, that is a formula given by V is equal to S1 plus S2 divided by 2 into L. So here V is volume of log, then S1 is the cross thin end diameter, and S2 is cross sectional area at thin end or thick end. So length is L is length always. Then also it gives the volume of frustum, that is frustum of paraboloid, also cylinder. Okay, this formula is used to calculate the volume of paraboloid and in cylinder type of logs. Then it is it's over estimates the volume, and it is used when the logs are stocked and are laying on the ground. Okay. And next one is Haber's formula. The formula is V is equal to Sm into length. Here Sm is only middle cross-sectional area. And here the main advantage of this formula is it gives the volume of paraboloid and also cylinder. Main what are the applications, last formula whatever we discussed, and same formula we will use for calculation of volume for paraboloid prastham. So it is underestimates the volume. Then also it is difficult to apply, particularly when the locks are stocked. Then it is more easy and accurate than earlier one. So this is another important formula that is mainly used to calculate the lock, volume of the lock. That is Hoppus formula, or it is commonly known as Porter-Girth formula. The formula is given by V is equal to G divided by 4 whole square into L. Here G is girth of the log at middle. Then L is length of the logs. So mainly this is the system of measurement used mainly in Great Britain and also in Nepal for the sale purpose when round timber is sold by the volume. So, and this formula gives only 78.5% of the cubic volume of cylinders, thus allowing a loss of 21.5%. Okay. So this is about calculation of the volume of the logs when the logs are in single or when it is stocked. Okay, we'll using these different the 4 formulas for calculation of this volume of logs. Then we'll discuss the volume of how to calculate the volume of sawn timber. Okay, and Anusha, mute your mic. So here it is a simple product of the 3 dimensions, that is mainly the length, breadth, and height. Okay, this is length portion, this is width, and this is the height of the sawn timber. The volume of the sawn timber varies according to its cross-sectional size and length. Okay, the formula is always V is equal to L into B into height. This is a simple formula we'll use for calculation of this sawn timber. So so this is about calculation of form factor and calculation of volume of the trees in trees when it is a cut, or it may be in the standing trees, or it may be logs. Okay, and next class we'll discuss how to determine the age of trees. Okay, we'll use different methods to estimate the age of maybe standing trees, or it may be when the tree is felled and when tree is cut. Okay, we'll discuss these aspects in next class. Okay, I think you have any questions in form factor and the estimation of the volume in standing trees and logs, you can ask.
So
Yes.
So like you told in different formula, like that Smalian and all formula, there is sometimes overestimation and that underestimation of the volume. What is mean by, sir, that?
Overestimation means volume it gives more, like you consider there is that tree is having some volume like 10 cubic meter, and okay, sometimes it will give more than that, means more than 10 means it will exceeds the volume. Then what it happens means it will not give exact the volume of the trees when it is mainly the problem for selling. Okay, it give the more volume, or it may be underestimate or overestimate. It will not good for selling the timber.
So then
that is overestimation.
So then at the time of selling and all, we have to just add it on or subtract it on from the original value, because since we know, sir, that it will give more than the value or less than the value, sir, like that.
So that's why we'll use that form factor is there, no?
Yes,
We will use Quartergirth formula for calculation of volume. That is what I explained in last formula, the Quartergirth formula. G is equal to G divided by 4 divided by 4 whole square divided into L, height or length or height. Okay. For that, we'll add these form factor. So in order to reduce the error while estimating that over R, estimating the volume, it may be overestimating or underestimating. It will reduce the error of volume estimation. The form factor main use of this applying the form factor is to reduce the error of estimation of volume.
Okay, sir.
That is main use of these form factor.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Anika, thank you. So any other questions?
ಸರ್
ಹೇಳಿ
ಅದು ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವ್ದಮ್ಮ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆಪಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದಲ್ವಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ. ಇದಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಇದೆ.
ಸೊ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ girth at middle of the log, will use this to estimate this volume of mainly for the logs. It is not using for calculation of standing trees. Only this quarter girth formula will use calculation of logs in when it is in single ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಲಾಗ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಾಗ್ ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಿಂದ ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಈ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮು ನಾವು ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಥಿಕ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್, ಒಂದು ಥಿನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಹಟ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇದು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೂರು ಕಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಿಕ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಗರ್ತ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಾಗ್. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನು ಅಷ್ಟೇನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಲೋ,
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು ನಿಮಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು. ಲೈಕ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್? So please anyone take this screenshot of your attendance ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ screenshot ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ? ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಇದೀರಾ ನೀವು? I think Patil is not there. Darshan?
ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
Darshan? Darshan ಇದನಾ?
ಸರ್.
ದರ್ಶನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಳಿಸಿ ದರ್ಶನ್ ನನಗೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು
ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಈಗ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Next class will start with the new chapter. ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ? ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ?
ಸರ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಸರ್, ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಕಳಿಸಿ ದರ್ಶನ್ ನನಗೆ. ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.